Good morning. Happy Thursday. It is Thursday, right? Yeah, I believe it's Thursday. As you can see, markets look like mixed in the morning. Obviously, we have 15 minutes till the markets open, but Dow currently is up 31-ish. S&P's up a little over 7, or down a little over 7 points, and NASDAQ futures is down just over 45 points. So we'll see what happens with the markets today. Obviously, you guys know Bitcoin, crypto, everything follows the traditional markets, right? It's that's just the way it is. We're going to talk a little bit about where I think the markets are going. We're going to take a quick look at that before the markets open. Then we're going to take a look at Bitcoin. We'll take a look at that 15-minute chart that we did on our live yesterday. See how that's panning out. See if the targets hit. Let me know if any of you guys are in any trades right now or you took that trade. So let's take a look at it. And guys, remember, I'm going to start doing some live trading on my members only group, and that'll probably start tonight. If there's a trade to take, we'll take a trade in there or whatever. Just kind of show you guys what I do, what I look for you members. And there was something else I wanted to go over real quick. Oh, yeah, just anyway, I want to do that. I see a lot of people claiming to live trade, and you look at the live and they're not even trading. They're just showing charts and analyzing, right? But they're not really doing any risk, putting in any risk or doing any trading. We're a little bit different on this channel. I actually keep up on my trades, show you what's going on with it. Anyways, enough of that. Let's look at GameStop. So GameStop, if it's able to break up here, this could be a pretty big move to the upside. I mean, you could draw a lot more trend lines in there, right? So we could clone this one here, put it right up to the top right here. That says we get up to about 33 or so. But with this new buy a Bitcoin announcement, trying to be MicroStrategies, I just, this stuff is crazy. If anything, it's probably going to ruin Bitcoin for a while, right? With these guys being idiots with it. My opinion, don't have to be yours. Take a look at the Dow Jones. So as we've talked about, could possibly get up to the test the bottom of this channel again before our rejection. So on the daily, we did get a buy signal right here at the bottom. We had our sell signal way over here. You can see buy signal right here, sell. Buy signal right here. Might flip at any time. We could still rally this week, so be careful with that. Let's take a look at S&P. S&P tagged our parabola perfectly. Let's go into the daily so you can see a little bit better. And there it is. Tag the parabola. See if it holds up. All the EMAs are tied in right there. So far, so good. Let's see how that plays out. And as NASDAQ, man, I keep meaning to switch this chart over to the actual traded NASDAQ, right? But sorry about that. We'll get to it. But it seems to be falling back out right now, back out of the channel. This is what I posted on the thumbnail. If you guys didn't know what time frame, daily time frame, major resistance we are getting. So far, we're above the EMAs right here. We start dropping below these open and close one. Like I've been talking about, I think we're headed for this 68,000. But you look at this chart, over a month old, I gave you the targets, you know, 4 bounces as it hit. We had our 84, 77. We got 2 bounces off of this. Got back above the 83.5, which is support. Not very strong support, in my opinion, because you have to break these heavy resistance lines. And we've had these all drawn in for a month, guys. You can go check. But this one's about 89.2. It's 89. You could just say 89, even it out. Then you have a major resistance up here at 91,000, which also would line up if we extend this trend line, right? It would be actually pretty close. But as of right now, this does look like it's flagging out. And we've been talking about the same thing in all the altcoins, right? Same thing, flags out. We're going to be looking at all those little flags. Looks like everything's flagging. I'll get into the chat here in a minute. Let me guys know in the chat below. Let me know what you think the ending price for the day is going to be for Bitcoin. So what you think when the daily candle closes today at 8 p.m. Eastern, what price do you think Bitcoin will be at? Just out of curiosity, I want to see And don't get crazy. Like, put your real opinion. I'm curious to see what everybody thinks. So, if we just did a measured move off this, I showed you guys yesterday, this would get us down to about 78.6. That get us down to about 78.6 so far on the 4 hour. The 4 hour has 2.5 hours to close. We closed below this trend line here. It looks like it's going to be more downside heavily. So then I'd look for that 83.5 so far, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, this is the chart from yesterday, right? We watched this live. So we were up around 87.5 when I drew this in. And told you to watch for a break here. And then your first target would be this 85.7. Look where it hit. Pretty damn close. And that was just off of this trend line that we drew right here, right? So if we break this trend line, which aligns with the RSI and everything else, the only thing that shows we may be able to get a pump here, the RSI on the 15-minute is pretty low right now. So I would expect some sort of bounce. But as you can see, every time it gets bounces, it can get a little bounce. But in the big picture, it comes down and makes another low, right? Let's look at some more examples. Right here, you can see it was at about the same level. Got a decent little bounce, right? From 82.1 to 82.9, and then all the way back down to, you know, a much bigger drop. So you can't really judge on the 15-minute. That's why I was looking at the 4 hour. You guys know I like to trade bigger time frames. So we got 84,000. Only one person. Oh, there's another guy. 74,524. All right. So everybody's a lit. Oh, look at this 4 hour. Let's see what happens here. It wants to break this trend. It's been beating on this trend for 1, 2, 3, 4. This will be the 5th attempt to break this trend. We also had the 55 EMA just below it at 85.9. Yeah, keep a close eye on this, guys, because this could turn into a pretty decent size drop, at least down to this 83.5 range. And then, like I said, we've had these targets since yesterday when we drew all this in, right? This was our breakout if we broke to the top, and we broke this top trend line, which we did not do. So we knew to, you know, look for our next targets. For those of you interested, should we check out my trade and see where it's at today? As you guys know, or if you don't, now you will. Make sure you guys smash that thumbs up, guys. I do appreciate it. Smash the thumbs up, tick the notification bell, share, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. By ticking that notification bell, it'll notify you when I do my live streams. Now, another question I need to ask. There's 80 people in here, only 32 likes, but another question I need to ask real quick before we get into some altcoins and some other things is, would you guys rather have me doing the short, 8 to 10 minute or 8 to 12 minute videos in the morning for the update, and then maybe move these live streams to a maybe midday or evening instead of doing a live stream in the morning? Because I've had some people say they don't have time to watch a live stream in the morning, and they do get a little bit longer. So even if they watch afterwards, there's a lot of stuff in between that they might not want to watch, especially if they're just looking for updates. That's why I try to get the update in the beginning. But anyways, let me know your thoughts on that. Real curious what you guys got to say. Even if you're watching this after the fact, leave your comments below the video. I really would like some feedback on that from you guys to know what you guys would prefer, because this is your channel just as much as it is mine. All right, now that that's out, let's see where the trade is. Wait, hold on. Before we do, what time is it? We got 6 minutes till market open. So are we in a loss? Doesn't look like it, but let's check it. 4 Bitcoin short, and we are up 4,200. Remember, this is a swing trade, guys. Been in this for a while. It's been in negative, it's been in positive, been in negative. Still looking for, them lower lows. So we'll be keeping a close eye on it. Looks like this could get a bounce at the 86 range. We might get some hidden bullish divergence and get one more push up. We'll be keeping a close eye on that. If you guys are interested in trading, Prime XBT, which is this exchange, is a link down below. And for right now, you can get 100% deposit bonus on Prime, so up to 10,000. So if you put 10,000 in, they'll match it with 10,000 that you can use towards your margin. It'll only work for 14 days after you do it. If you have not signed up to Prime using my account, if you sign up now, it'll automatically put that on. It's good for 14 days. And if you already do have an account signed up under my link, all you have to do is go to this more section, go down to where it says promo codes, and put in Savvy100. That'll get you the 100% deposit bonus. Therefore, whatever you put in, they'll match. You can use it towards your margin. Obviously, you can't withdraw it, but you can keep the wins off it. And for those that want to use a no KYC, no VPN, BITUNIX, also a link down below. And right now, next to both those links, BITUNIX and Prime, you'll have a tutorial video. Just a quick short tutorial kind of going over how to use how to place trades, things like that. And on the BITUNIX one, if you leave a comment, I will be giving away $500 to a random comment under that video. So make sure you leave a comment under there. All right, so let's get into it. Let's see what we got here. I'm going to go back up to the chat. See what we're looking at. This is dropping pretty good here, guys. Pretty good, but you can see how low that 15-minute RSI is getting. Let's see how the 1-hour RSI looks. Still got room in the 1-hour RSI. Markets are about to open. That could change a couple things. We're going to go ahead and put it on the Dow Jones. We're going to put it on a 1-minute chart. We're going to zoom in real far, watching the Dow. And all right, let's get into the chat. Would love to see 89K to 90K taken out first before the drop to the abyss. Definitely possible, man. Obviously, there's no guarantee on anything that happens. We look at the probabilities here, and I run with it. So good morning, Gillen. Dominic, wonder if we bounce off the trend line and pop to 89K or just dump. Good morning, currently in along with my stops and profit at 86,250. Where are we at now? 86,250. Got stopped out. At least your stops were in profit. Smart man. All right. Where am I now? Where am I now? Yo. What's good, Craig? What's up, Zigzag? Harmonic, how you doing? Florida attorney, welcome back. Zigzag, the vector candles are working out well. 74, 524 coming next, bro. We could hit 68K possibly, but I'm keeping my eye on 74, 524 and watching the reaction there. All right, Zigzag. Ralph, what's up, man? Doom the White. Markets are scary this morning, even more than before. Good morning, man. Good morning, Doom. Nilish. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name. But good morning, Savvy. Good morning to you. Oh, go Berlin. Time to like the video. 3, 2, 1, like. Yes. Bassman, 85.5 is my guess. Thinking another boring day. Could be a boring day. Like I said, the lower RSIs are pretty, or the lower time frames got a pretty low RSI on them. So it's definitely, could be some bouncing around in this area. Could be a boring day. You're right. Let's see. Markets open in a couple seconds. Go back over to the Dow Jones and watch the open. What's up, Baron the Boss Lady? How you doing, brother? I thought about talking to Scott and maybe going back to work if I could just do sales like 2-3 days a week and just go pound sales, not have to do anything else. I don't want to manage stuff or whatever, just out of boredom. And I miss going to talk to the old customers, honestly. Let's see. Uh-oh, here we go. Market bell. Let's see what the Dow is going to do. Bam. Woo. Huge drop. This is the 1-minute chart, guys, so don't get all crazy. They'll be like those wannabe Bitcoin traders that watch the 1 minute chart and think that, you know, they got to sell everything or they got to take out their whole bank account and buy everything in one candle. Live stream first, midday update, later with shorter video. That's a good idea. Bass. Maybe I'll do that, Jeff. Let's see what else we got. Every day, 10-minute short updates. Go Berlin said, yeah, I probably should do some little updates. I don't know, man. I'm like I said, it's been a while. Things have changed a little bit on how the whole Bitcoin crypto community is since I've been in. And now I'm getting back in, trying to get my feelers out there, see what people want, see what people will, how they want to view it, whatever. Need to get that in. Alexandra, do you trade stocks? No, not really. No need to. In my opinion, Bitcoin's just a lot easier. Crypto's a lot easier. It's all day, every day. I don't know. I eventually may get into more of the stock stuff once, like I said, I believe these markets are coming down in a big way. Once that's over, or I believe that it's over, then I will start getting into playing with more of that. But as in trading, you're talking day trading. I don't like to day trade much, although I'm going to start doing that with members only videos just for the members, just for fun, shits and giggles for me. But I like to swing trade, so meaning I'm usually in a trade for a couple days to a couple weeks, maybe even a month or two sometimes. So a lot of people say you can't day, like people live off day trading but don't live off swing trading. That's kind of asinine if you ask me. I think swing trading you do better. Day trading's just it's too much, right? I believe my belief could be wrong, but a day trader turns into a swing trader turns into an investor. That's how I look at it. As your capital gets bigger, your trades get longer, right? Looks like we are prepping for weekend whale games. Good possibility. Road dog. Savvy, how should my wife cut her hair? She can't choose between sharp edges or flowy bangs. Help. Flowy bangs. Do the flowy bangs. I don't know what she has now, but I'm good, Dark. How are you, Alexander Crave? Can you create a video on your strategy? I'm new. I have no idea where to start. Alexandra, join the Discord. It's free. There's a Discord link below the video. I haven't been in there too much in the last few days, but I do show when I put in my trades, why I put in my trades, when I move. There's people in there trading. You can helping each other out, answering questions. There's I talk about it all the time. There's so many different strategies. You got to pick the one that works for you, depending on the time you have to be playing in the markets, depending on your financial situation, your risk tolerance. There's a lot depending on it, right? So glad you're streaming at this time slot to offer better education. That 1 minute gurus, my man. Swings are best and also stress that. Yeah. It is. It's just less stress, man. Way less stress. Way less staring at the charts all day. Swinging's the way to go. So basically, you're trading a bigger time frame. You're not getting all, you know, emotional over little moves. But the Dow's coming down pretty good. But I mean, if we look in the daily, see how this 1 minute looks pretty dramatic. Then you go into the daily chart, and it's really not a whole lot going on there, right? Other than maybe coming down to test these for support. If it does get support, continue back up. Good morning. Can you interpret HBAR chart? Let's do it. But first, let's go over the other altcoins. Then I will look at it. All right. So let's go over Solana. Same thing. There's what I was talking about. Everything seems to be flagging out. XRP, major rejection at that 240 that we've been watching. Now it is major resistance again. So keep an eye on that. Cardano still flagging out. Ethereum still flagging out. Litecoin. Funny, Litecoin actually looks stronger than the rest, but nevertheless, still flagging out. Let's take a look at HBAR. I know I've been asking HBAR. All right, let's take a look at it. Coinbase. Oh, that's not it, is it? Yeah, it is. Oh, HBAR looks like it's same thing as everything else, but it just looks like it's flagging out here. Let's put in a few trend lines real quick. Anybody else wants to go over something, put it in. I will try to get to it. So sick of that thing locking. All right. There we go. Just putting in some trend lines, and then I'll take some measured moves. I'll take some. So this is what I'd be looking for HBAR, right? Most likely, at least a test down to here, as long as it cannot break. To the upside. If it could break this, obviously continue up from here. But let's put some fibs on here also from the, and let's look at this as possibly just a correction, right? Let's go all the way up to the high. So right now we seem to be getting a bounce off the 0.618 fib. If that breaks, oh, looks like we go down more. I'd be looking for the 786. If that doesn't hold, then this isn't a retracement. This is just a major come down. But looks like, you know, it's getting right back to where it's from. So if we're going to go into a longer bear market, like I believe, right, this is the daily, probably be something like this for a long time. I think this is going to be a long bear market if we get it. No guarantees, but if we do, I think it's going to be a long. Where's my trade at? Up 6,000. Excuse me. So I asked yesterday on X if anybody, it was at like 4,000 profit, and everybody was saying, take profit, take profit, take profit. That's the thing about the swing trades, right? I'm in this for the longer haul. I believe this thing is coming down much further, but again, I could be wrong. I've lost trades. One thing you'll see on this channel, you'll see both my losses and my wins, right? This account was started with 7,000. It's got 100,000 in it equity now. The balance is 93, but with the profits right now, it's 100,000. But I've already taken out 10,000. It was started with 10,000 or 7,000. We had some very nice trades in here. We're going to keep that going. Hopefully, right? Please look at Mavia. Ouija said everything's bearish. Is it okay to short sell Bitcoin with a stop loss of 89,000 and a target of 76? Yeah, I'm not here to give advice, right? So if anybody thinks they're going to get in and start trading and just be good at it right off the rip, and somebody's going to give you these miraculous, this is how you do it direction, and you're going to do great, it's not going to work, right? You're going to have to put in lots and lots of hours. And I don't mean a couple hours. I'm talking hundreds, thousands of hours to really get a strategy that works for you. And that strategy may have to change every year or 6 months. Little tweaks here and there, but it takes time, guys. You're not going to read a book. You're not going to do anything and actually just know how to trade. It's not like that. That's why I always suggest starting out with a fake account, right? And then maybe if you can get a strategy that's working for you after a while and over time and it's getting profitable, put in a little bit of money and then try it. And then you're going to have to start dealing with some emotion because it's real money. So that's going to change a little bit. And then if that's, profitable, then put in more money, start trading that, and you're going to have more emotion because you're having bigger risk. So it's a major part of trading is dealing with your emotion. You can get a strategy that's working, but your emotion can make you do bad things. Cheers to coffee. I'm almost out of coffee. I only have a small cup today. Looks like the capital rotation has begun into precious metals and gold. In particular, bearish markets ahead. Barbie said, yeah, gold is still pumping. Remember, we have our targets. Let me go into the daily. You see where I had the next gold targets. Is that on the weekly chart? Which chart did I have my targets on? Yeah, there it is. So if it's able to break up past this last high, same thing we've been looking for, possibly about that 3,300 is where I expect a major pullback. Major pullback. We'll see what happens there. because I believe that this is a 5-wave structure. What's after that? A correction, a big correction. So this is all one big upside. Now we have one big downside, in my opinion. ADZ said, I don't think the 5th wave's finished. Are you talking about gold? Like we are in a 4-year fractal and BTC price action behaving similar to December 21. Yeah, people could look at all that, but honestly, I think this has all been one big cycle for Bitcoin, right? It's bull cycle. Now comes its bear cycle. Just like if you look at the stock market from the minute Bitcoin came out, the stock market, traditional markets have been in a bull run, a huge bull run, a parabolic bull run. Let me pull that up. Right? This is S&P. That's not Dow Jones, right? So take a look at this. Let's clear all, let's get all the drawings off of here. Let's look at it on the weekly. So this is the Dow Jones, right? And S&P, everything's looking the same. Right here, right? This is where Bitcoin was created, guys. And you can see what the market has done since its creation, right? What do you think happens to Bitcoin when this comes crashing down? Bitcoin comes crashing down. And like I've said, I don't think I pulled that chart up. Damn it. I'll bring it up for tomorrow, but I have a chart showing you all the gaps in the CME. Oh, we've broken this now. So I put a trade in earlier on BITUNIX. Let me see how that's doing. And it's a lot less money than I normally trade, but let's see what this one is. It's up 464 bucks. And see if we break down below here. Yeah, that's up 464 bucks. So I'm up a little over 50%. Not bad. All right, let's go. I think we're more similar to the 2017 cycle. I think this is more one big cycle. That's what I believe. I agree. BTC is on its way down, similar to 2021, but likely worse. Yeah, I think if the markets wouldn't have kept getting propped up in 21, Bitcoin would have went down all the way to close those gaps. But it's still got to go down there, I think. What's your confirmation to enter the trade? It depends on what I'm trading, right? So I've showed guys, people like this. Like if we could look at this on the daily. Let me see if I have it on here. No, I don't have it on this one. I have it on one of these charts. Maybe it's this one. My EMA strategy. So a long time ago, a guy. Here's the daily. Let me see if I got it on here. Yeah, so the EMA, there's a indicator on TradingView. He made it for me. It was using my EMA strategy, right? So the 8, the 13, the 21, the 55, and the 200. So on the daily, if you wanted to trade the daily, turn this on. And it's what I use, but he actually made it where it would place the order. So it told you to short here at 97.5. If you did that, you did pretty well, right? It told you to long right here at 62.9, and then you got up to 100K. See, in this choppy, it's a little different, but the averages of it, pretty damn badass. So, I mean, if you want to do if you got patience, want to do a really long-term strategy, do that on the daily. Do the EMA strategy. You can also do this on the 4-hour. Let me put it on the 4-hour. It's not quite as accurate. It's a little shorter moves, but so you would have longed over here. You would be in a long right now. You wouldn't close that till it said short. You won't catch the exact top and bottoms by doing this, but you don't have to ride the whole trade either. So you could have hit that long and then got out up here. You could have hit this short and got out down here, right? You don't have to wait for it, but again, that's something you have to test, back test, look at it, see how it works out, and see if it works for you. Here, let me get back to the daily and just show you the main basic idea of what's going on. So it looks like we're getting a bounce at 86. All the EMAs are tied up right here on the daily. So that's a pretty big pretty big support. If that breaks, we open and close a daily below there, it's probably bad news and you're probably heading back down here. But we'll have to see what happens. Bitcoin actually went to 8K on BitGet last year to close the gaps you're talking about, Craig. BitGet don't count, but that was the exchange being closed down. I think that was due. Yeah, that has nothing to do with real gap closure. The real price of Bitcoin as a whole has to go, not one exchange and their blip scammy garbage. Just like, you know, all the scam garbage giant wicks you see on finance, right? They get themselves in a pinch and they fucking scam people. That's what those huge wicks are. They get their money to cover their losses. So yeah. 115 people, 69 likes. Come on, guys. You can do it. Hit that like button. Hit it, hit it, hit it. Oh, let's see. Let's go back into that 15-minute chart. Definitely looks like it's getting a bounce here. Did it just sweep the lows on the 15-minute and going to continue back up? Well, let's see. Maybe. Does look like it is ready for a bounce. And I would start looking for it to bounce. Your first area for resistance now for this bounce. Keep an eye on that RSI. It's going to be somewhere around in here, 86.5-ish. But after that, then you got your EMAs all the way up here around 87.2-ish again. See where this goes, right, on the 15-minute. So if this gets all the way up here, but the price is still down in here, you're gonna create some hidden bearish divergence, and that's gonna, you know, make for some more downside. Just keep an eye on that RSI. That'll really help you out. But like I said, on the 4-hour, this thing just looks pretty damn bearish. But again, let's see where this closes on the EMA. Remember the RSI. The RSI follows the body of the candle, not the wick. So until it's closed, you can't confirm this as a trend break on the RSI. But if we close down here, you can confirm it as a break. It may come back up for a retest. And here's the weird thing about it. So if you're watching it in a 4-hour, let's say it closes here, right? And then the next candle gets up and the RSI gets way up here during the candle. But the candle isn't closed. The RSI can go way up here and still wick down. And where it closes, if it closes below this still, then you're still continuing down. So, yeah, keep a close eye on that. The RSI is pretty awesome. I'll go over that, like I said, in members videos, things like that. We'll be going over a lot more of that stuff. And again, that all is time frame sensitive, which time frame chart you're watching, right? So that's, you know, that's a big thing in trading. People get caught up in, you know, the real small time frames, and they get super excited or super scared, and they just throw their money away, right? If you're playing with emotion, you're gonna lose 100%, no doubt about it. You might get lucky a few times and think you're great and lose everything. I done that years ago, man. So I know, I get it. I got physically and mentally sick because of losing so much money when I first started. Like, literally emptied our everything. So just be careful, guys. Bear said, me too. Are you talking about the sales or what? Floaty bangs bounce when you oh gosh. All right. What is your RSI length? 14. Skip B. 14. Just keep it default. RSI is the only true indicator in my opinion. I mean, you can go off volume, but volume can literally lie to you, right? I mean, you can take everything into consideration, but remember, like I said yesterday, the more indicators you use, and the more confusion you're inviting in, right? Because they will counter each other and make, one looking bullish, one looking bearish. You got to be really careful. Less is better, in my opinion, with indicators and things like that. You don't have to use exactly what I use. You might end up liking the MACD and something else or whatever, but just try not to clutter your screen with a bunch of indicators and stupid shit. It will just confuse you more. And don't buy these indicators people are selling, guys. They'll work here and there. Some of them print shit and then it disappears. I'm not saying that you can't understand it, like it, and it's got some options to trade, to change stuff and things like that. If you're into trading, you want to check something like that out, but don't buy it thinking it's going to give you trades and be exact. You can buy them and try to work with them and see if you can get a strategy out of them. But buying them to think it's going to tell you when to buy and sell is a horrible idea. Horrible, horrible, horrible idea. And the one thing about it, so say there is, everybody's using the same indicator, right? Just everybody's using the same indicator, right? Well, it's going to be right a bunch of times, and then all of a sudden you get some whales trading against it and will crush it every time. It's another reason. The more people are doing one thing, the less it's going to start working. Unless it's true indicators that aren't just written dots and shit. What's up, Hobby? How's SPY looking? It is looking the same. Everything's down, obviously. Let's refresh this. Take a look at this. Kind of look at the overall. Everything's down, not horribly. Still just kind of bouncing around in the same areas. Put this back in the daily. And shit back on. I know this stuff looks messy, guys, but it really makes sense to me. Sorry if it looks messy to you. But if you're following along, it's starting to make sense to you too, right? I hope. I know how that feels. Crypto initiation, right? I like the free indicator on TradingView that your friend made called the EMA candle closing. Yeah, I just showed that, Barbie. Oh, you've probably seen that. Are you familiar with my market cipher? Yeah, I've watched people shill it. That's what I've seen. People shill it. Thanks, Hobby. All right, guys. Well, I do appreciate all of you coming in. Make sure you guys smash that thumbs up. I am gonna head out. Seriously, I appreciate all you guys coming in. But let me know, like I said, even if you're watching this video after the live, let me know if I should just start doing those 10-minute updates in the morning and then doing these live streams at a later time. Because it seems like I got more people watching the little short updates than actually watch the live stream. I'm not saying I won't do the live streams. I'm just saying at a different time and put my morning video as a short, 10-minute, 8-minute, 12-minute update on the markets. So let me know. Curious to see what you guys got to say about that. I would like to try to make everybody happy, but I can't. So I'll try to make the most people, whoever wants one thing the most. So you're watching from Ukraine. What time is it in Ukraine? Is it day, or just tell me, is it day or night there right now? Just out of curiosity. Oscar said short updates are good in my opinion. Much props to you. Thanks, Barbie. I do appreciate it. And Alexandra, oh, you are a member, so you will be in the members video. We'll be going over some stuff. 3 p.m. Okay, you're a little later than here, so it's like almost 10 a.m. here, so you're not too far off. All right, guys. Have an awesome Thursday. I will see you tomorrow. I got to figure out what I'm going to do about making shorter updates so people don't have to watch the whole live stream that don't want to, but we will figure it out as a community. So join the Discord down below if you haven't. We can discuss it in there. I can get some ideas, or if you want to shoot me some ideas, do that, and I will catch you in the next video. Thanks.